Victor has this ability where he can take over his disciples' minds and bodies, and he does it with Salu. Jace confronts him while he's controlling Salu and tells Victor that Hextech isn't the miracle everyone thinks it is. It's a curse. He begs Victor to end it. Victor notices something off about Jace and figures out that he's touched the Arcane. But Jace isn't about to let Salu go back to Victor. He smashes his hammer right into him. From afar, Victor tells Sky that it wasn't really Jace who killed Salu. There's something else at work in him, something he's never seen before. He describes it as this crazy advanced conjuration, a singularity that can replicate and annihilate itself at the same time. Meanwhile, Ambessa is training Caitlyn, teaching her about combat. She tells Caitlyn that the ultimate principle of fighting is sacrifice. Right then, Singed shows up, having tracked Vander to Zon. In episode 5, Vi and Jinx discover that Warwick the Beast is actually their surrogate father Vander, and we also learn about their mom Felicia. Later, Vi, Jinx, and Vander head to see the Herald, who turns out to be Victor. He's set up a utopian camp outside Zon. Hack makes them give up their weapons. Jinx isn't happy about it, but she eventually hands hers over, though she secretly takes the gemstone from her weapon and gives it to Isha for safekeeping. Vi and Jinx ask Victor to help heal Vander. Sky reminds Victor about how he once said that every system has its limits, but Victor thinks Warwick's worth the risk. He explains to Vi and Jinx that Vander's psyche is completely tangled up with the beast inside him. Victor mentions seeing their dad in a vision and says it was beautiful, this dream of what Zon and their family could have been. He promises to help Warwick, but lays down one condition: Warwick has to be restrained at night. Victor also has a moment with Jinx, telling her she's got real talent and could use it to build something great instead of tearing things down. Later, Vi asks Jinx if she remembers their parents. Jinx says she remembers their mom's smell the most. Vi even considers staying in Victor's camp to help out and asks Jinx what she thinks. Things take a turn when Ambessa, Caitlyn, Singed, and their army show up at Victor's camp. Ambessa wants to use force, but Singed steps in. He recognizes Victor as a former disciple and wants to talk to him. Singed tells Victor that his powers are running out. They get weaker every time he uses them. He envies Victor's ability to see the beyond. Then he pitches this wild idea, combining Warwick's regenerative blood with Apex Shimmer and Hextech to stabilize Victor. But Victor isn't into it. He doesn't want to sacrifice Vander's humanity for Singed's experiment. Singed warns that if Victor dies, his commune will crumble. As Singed leaves, Vi spots him and tries to follow, but Caitlyn blindsides her, accusing Vi of being involved with a dangerous chem weapon, a beast. Vi explains she's just trying to save her dad. Singed later tells Ambessa that Victor wants to save the men inside Warwick, but if he succeeds, they'll lose the beast's power. Ambessa suggests forcing Victor's hand. Singed even plans to make a serum to sabotage Victor's efforts. Then Caitlyn strolls into their tent with Vi, who she's captured. Back in camp, Jinx tells Isha how her life's been different since meeting her, like putting on glasses but not knowing if things are clearer or blurrier. Meanwhile, Vi, still tied up, throws shade at Ambessa, saying her dad taught her the keys to trust: honesty, patience, and sometimes just shutting up. Turns out Caitlyn was playing Ambessa all along. She helped Vi sneak in. Vi attacks Ambessa, taking her down. Jinx and Isha are watching Warwick from above when they see Singed about to inject him with the serum to keep him as a beast. Caitlyn shows up just in time and stops Singed. Meanwhile, Jace is sneaking around Victor's camp and nearly kills a kid because of some arcane-induced hallucination, but he snaps out of it and follows the kid to meet Victor. Caitlyn tries to free Warwick, but Ambessa's Lieutenant Rictus finds her and is about to kill her. Then Jinx jumps in, but Rictus overpowers her. Right when things are looking bad, Warwick wakes up, orders Rictus to stay away from his daughter, and tosses him across the room. Jinx runs to her dad, hugging him, and Vi and Isha join in for a family reunion. But things go south fast. Jace, whose crystal is now embedded in his wrist, it happened after he escaped the anomaly, powers up his Hextech hammer and blasts Victor in the chest, seemingly killing him. Victor's disciples scream in pain and drop dead. Before he died, Victor tried reversing Singed's alchemy to save Vander, but now without Victor, Warwick reverts to his beastly state and brutally kills Rictus. Ambessa, who escaped her binds, orders her army to attack Warwick. Vi and Jinx watch helplessly. The sisters try to help their dad, but Vi gets hurt. Jinx freezes up, unable to move. Victor's voiceover kicks in, reflecting on humanity, how their emotions drive both their greatest achievements and their worst atrocities. Isha, seeing this, sacrifices herself to save Jinx. She grabs Jinx's pistol, loads all 3 gemstones into it, greets Jinx with a finger gun motion, then fires a massive Hextech blast at Warwick. As she does, we get this heartbreaking montage of Jinx and Isha's bond. Jinx tried to stop her, but Vi held her back. Victor's final words sum it up. The same things that inspire humanity's greatest good also fuel their greatest evil.